Hey everybody, let's go Southpaw here. Thanks for joining me for another knife overview. A couple weeks ago, I had a first. I bought my first Benchmade, the Griptilian. I put a review up here on the channel, and today I've got another first. This is my first Spyderco. This is the Spyderco Manix 2 in S30V. So let's talk about it a little bit. Let's take a look at the knife first. We've got a crossbar lock here. We've got the steel clip with the Spyderco insignia. Um, Reversible clip, however, as you can see, I had some issues here, so we'll talk about that here in a minute. G10 scales, I'd like to get in here real quick on this because these scales feel a little different than other G10 knives that I have. Just, I don't know, the way it just feels a little more grippy, but you can certainly get a good purchase on the knife. You've got a lanyard hold there, of course, if you would like to use that. You've got the trademark Spyderco hole there. And let's take a look at the blade. So we have a little bit of signage on there. We have the Golden Colorado USA Earth signage there. And then on the other side, you have just the Spyderco CPM S30V and then another Spyderco insignia on there. So what we have is a 3.37-inch full flat grind blade. It's that Spyderco drop point. Actually, it's quite the drop point. It goes quite a bit below the pivot there, but that's Spyderco. The one thing I will say is that this has been a little rough, kind of getting used to deploying this knife. To deploy it using the crossbar lock, in fact, you have to give it quite a bit of wrist, but that's okay. One thing I do love about Spydercos is the front choil. Now, not all of the Spydercos have this front choil, but many of them do. All of my favorite knives, favorite Spydercos, obviously this is my first, but I've seen other ones and I've looked at other ones. The only ones I'm really interested in are the ones with this finger choil, just because it's so convenient. And then also up here on the back of the blade, you've got plenty of jimping there to really get a hold of the knife if you have to do a push cut, or if you need to, cut open those Amazon boxes. But yeah, crossbar lock does work well though. I like the blade. I like the look of the knife. But let's talk about this for a second. So one thing I really do love is that Spyderco uses T8 screws for their pocket clips, which is not super common, at least among knives that I've purchased. So what that allows you to do is really screw those in tight. However, apparently I put a little too much into one of the screws here, and it sheared the top of the screw off. And I have a screw stuck in there, and I can't get the stupid thing out. I've tried to take the scales off and taken all the screws out, but unfortunately that one I can't get out is holding the scale to the liner, and so I'm having an issue. So hey, if any of you guys have any ideas for me on how to get that out, that would be great. I'm not super great at taking these things apart. I love knives, however, I'm just I mean, I can take the scales off, I can do that kind of thing, but sometimes in this situation, I'm just not sure exactly what to do. Just not exactly sure what to do. Pocket clip's great. Fits, it goes in and out of the pocket without an issue. But yeah, USA made knife, like I said before, so that's awesome. Don't have a ton of those. I'm just trying to think. Obviously the Benchmade I just got, but I've got a Hogue and a couple of ZTs, so I've got some other USA made knives, but my very first Spyderco. It's like a rite of passage, right? If you're a knife person. So yeah, that's it. Let's I mean, it does pop right open. So I don't want to make it sound like it doesn't work. It certainly does, but it's just a little stiff. But like I said, I'm sure that'll work in over time. So that's about it, guys. That's all I got for you. The Spyderco Manix 2 in S30V. I appreciate you guys watching. If you guys have any comments, let me know. If you know how to take care of the screw issue, let me know. That would be great. Otherwise, I will talk to you guys again later. Have a great day.